Hi, and welcome back to Pappy Tinkers. Today I have the Revell 1971 Oldsmobile 442 W30 that I built pretty much straight from the box. This is the first car kit that I've completed in over 10 years, and I was rather proud of it. Then tragedy struck while filming this. I had just finished recording the bottom and turned it back onto its wheels, and I tried to adjust something, and well, let's back up a few minutes and I'll show you the before view. I've always loved the 442s and the Cutlasses, and I've owned a number of them over the years. The 72 is my favorite, and I still own one. The closest model to that has been the old Johan kit, which are about impossible to find. The first Revell 72 kit that came out was a convertible, and those have different quarter panels that look more like a Monte Carlo instead of the sexy curves that are in the sedans. The differences between the 71s and 72 are very slight. A little bit different tail lights, slight difference in the upholstery patterns, and a few other minor things. So I had to do this kit and build it similar to one of the colors that I would like to have on mine. The color I used is Createx Sparkalicious Teal, which is pretty close to the Code 39, Capri Aqua Iridescent. There weren't too many of those painted, but this one has a little more flip to the color, and that's why you probably noticed that in some shots it's more blue and others it's more green. And I really like the way this color flips. About the kit, it's got the Firestone wide oval tires that have the decals for them that go on very nicely. You can see I painted the rims to match it. Separate door handles and separate mirrors. I put wires in the mirrors to help add them and keep the strength in. The interior is spot on. I know it's hard to see from all this, but having driven one for many thousands of miles, I can tell you that everything on that dashboard is exactly as how it should be. It seemed to have all the correct body angles, and it's got the dual exhaust, everything that this kit should have. Everything looked great in it. If I had any complaints, it might have been maybe that some of the panel lines could have been a little bit deeper, especially around the driver's side rear. The decals go on great. The side ones did give a pain, and you'll hear that from a lot of the other videos. It comes with the standard 442 grille, although Oldsmobile did use a number of them through 71 and 72. Let's take a look at the engine in here. The engine looks just about perfect, not that you can see it from this particular camera angle, but it's got the AC lines, it's got the bracket for the air conditioning compressor. It doesn't have one for the alternator, which I found a little bit strange, and it should have. I had spark plug wires and fuel lines, and the decals where they were supposed to be. I forgot to add the brake booster lines, but I got to add those when I was rebuilding it. Like I said, the decals on the sides were a little bit tricky to put together, but once they settled in, they settled on very nice. And here's a couple pictures of the engine as I was building it and putting it together. And I was showing the bottom and the Turbo 400 and how good it looks, and the rest of the undercarriage. The transmission has a separate pan so you don't get that seam going down the middle, and separate exhaust. Everything in the kit looked good. And the wheels went on with little metal axles, not to go all the way through, but they slide in differently than what I was used to, and they roll really, really well. That should keep that as a lesson, because well, I think we're going to end this video right here. Hit the like and subscribe buttons for me. Leave a comment. Tell me if this has ever happened to you. And let's hope the next time that I can record it the right way and keep those wheels locked up. See you later from Pappy Tinkers.